This is the Bristol floor plan, and it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to show you. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Now we'll go ahead and get started. And of course, I love this door. And hey, you can see me. But we walk in, and now what you see over here to the right is currently the sales office, but it will be the garage. And when you walk in, I love how your eye immediately goes all the way back. You get to see everything. And you can even see the back door and even to a little bit in the backyard. So they take this floor plan and they really help make it feel spacious by these elevated ceilings. And then again, bringing that eye all the way back. Now, when you walk in, you do have the laundry room that's up at the front, and this kind of helps tuck it away and keep it out of the way of the rest of the house. And then when we walk through over here, you'll see that we have kind of this nook over here, a little desk area, and then a full bathroom over here. And this is one of the options with the Bristol floor plan, to have this as a full bathroom here when you have a bedroom over here. So we'll walk through and I can show it to you. And of course, I love looking at these model homes because they always have the best accents and touches. And then here in the living room, you see we've got a lot of good space and great walkway through. And if you're a person that likes an open floor plan, this is pretty much as good as it gets because you've got your dining, your living room. You know, if you're hosting people, nobody will get lost or into a room where, they're not a part of the event. So this is really nice. Or if you have kids and you want to keep an eye on them while you're cooking dinner and they're doing homework, this is a really great way to have this set up so that everybody's involved. You've got lots of cabinets. You have a walk-in pantry right here. Let's take a look. Lots of good cabinet storage. And I love this. We see that we're getting back to the wood tones in the cabinets, and then some uppers up here, which, those cabinets no one ever uses, but they really help elevate the space when you have that. And you've got the upgraded kitchen set up here with the separate cooktop and the oven below. So let's go take a look over here. So this is actually more bedrooms over here off the kitchen or off the dining area. So you've got one over here. And then they share this bathroom. And then another room right here. And I like walking through these rooms because in a lot of these homes, kind of the secondary bedrooms, when there's no furniture in them, can really feel kind of tight. But you can see here that there's plenty of room for a dresser, chair, crib, or even like if you had a twin size bed. So you still have a lot of good space in here to move around. And then this is kind of fun back here. I actually forget this room is back here, but this is the primary suite. It is definitely tucked into the back of the house, which is nice so you're not on a main road for your primary bedroom. You've got a good size here. And they've got the window bench, which you can upgrade and have the bay window. And then here's the bathroom. And one of the things, if you decide to build with David Weekley, which is one of the nice things, they are a builder, you can build, pick your lot and build from there. This is an option that they have. You can have the separate shower, the freestanding bathtub, or you can have the built-in bathtub or no bathtub at all. That's one of the options that they have. And then here we've got the closet. Always kind of difficult getting a sense of the size of the closet. Then here's another look at the bathroom. I love the tile work in here. And then of course you've got the separate commode. And then here you can go to your backyard. Now these homes are built on lots that aren't quite patio lots. They're bigger than that, but you do have a little bit of space back here, but not so much that it's impossible to maintain, and which is nice. And then you can upgrade and get your patio bumped out a little more. Now this tile work that they have is something special they did for the model, but and same thing with the fire pit, but it helps give you a sense of how you could really make this a nice outdoor living area if you wanted. And I don't think we spent enough time on the living room. I feel like I just kind of ran through it. So I'll slow down and let you see that a little more. It's a really good space. You can see you've got plenty of space for tons of seating, and you have it set up so you can still walk through and not trip over a coffee table or a chair or anything like that. Okay, now that we've taken a look at the home, I want to take some time to go over the different floor plans that you can get here at Highland Homes in Creekshaw, talk about the pricing associated with those, and then also just kind of what you can expect when buying a home from Highland Homes. So one of the reasons people like Highland Homes is because they do have a very good reputation in the area. They get a lot of repeat customers or people that come to them because their friend bought a Highland home and said, "Oh, I've loved my home." So they do a lot of business just purely based off of reputation alone. So I think there's something to be said for that. But in this neighborhood, so these lots here are going to be 40-foot wide lots. And you saw with the backyard how they really worked that space well, that you still got a little bit of yard to use, but also didn't have such a big yard that it was unmanageable. And here with these, they've got floor plans that go from 1,600 square feet up to 2,795 square feet. And then that kind of changes depending on how you option it out. And then the prices for those floor plans will start at $298,990. And then the base price for the top floor plan starts at $399.90. And that's before you put all those options on to bring it up to that 2,700 square foot price point. Now, anytime you're building new, which by the way, Highland Homes does allow you to pick your lot, which there aren't too many left here, but you can pick your lot and you can build on it. So you don't just have to buy their spec homes, but they have some of those available too. If that's something that you didn't want to have to deal with the hassle of figuring out, oh gosh, what light should I put with this countertop? They have someone that will figure all that out for you, and they usually use designers to do that. So they build something that will appeal to the widest possible audience. So they do have spec homes. And in fact, I do have those notes here somewhere. We can kind of jump over to those. But with their spec homes right now, and depending on when you watch this video, that is going to change. But right now they have a few ranging from, you can get one starting at $319, and then going all the way up to $429.9. So nothing too crazy as far as price point. Now, when you decide to build something out, a lot of times in the design center, you are going to put a lot more into the house than that base pricing. So just be prepared that you might spend something about 10% more when you go to the design center to start picking out your selections. But yeah, so just to give you a sense, the property, the house that they have for sale at $319, that is it's 1,616 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath. And then the one that they have for $429.9 right now at the recording of this, and by the way, this is in February of 26. So again, depending on when you're watching this list could be completely out of date. But they have one for $429,900, and that's a 2-story property they have for 2,380 square feet. Now, this one that we're in, the Bristol, happens to be their most popular floor plan here, which happens a lot with the model. People see the model and the way it's decorated, and they're like, oh, I don't have to think about it. This is perfect. I want this. And so that's what a lot of people choose. But it is a really cool functional model. And again, I love how the primary suite is kind of hidden behind the kitchen, and you don't even really realize that it's there. So it definitely gives you that sense of seclusion and privacy in the Bristol floor plan. And that's how a lot of their floor plans are, is that the primary is kind of tucked. And then again, we kind of talked about the laundry room being up at the front, and that's just so it's out of the way and it doesn't get in the middle of everyday day-to-day life. So that's a nice thing that they do here. And then incentives are going to change month to month. And right now, Highland Homes is offering a let's see, it's a $20,000 kitchen upgrade. And that's going to be for if you're building, and there's always, you know, things tied to that. So if that is something that you're interested in, please be sure to reach out and let me know that you're interested in that. And that way I can get the details if this isn't available anymore, what new incentives there might be. And so, but it's nice to know that there's something out there that you can use if you're going to decide to build, that it helps alleviate some of the costs in the design center, because that can get pretty pricey. And to wrap things up, kind of the last point I want to make is that a lot of people want to know, what kind of warranty do you get when you're buying with any of these builders around here? Well, Highland offers a 126 warranty. So it's a 1-year warranty, pretty much a bumper to bumper warranty that covers everything that you can almost imagine on a house. And then their 2-year warranty is going to be kind of mechanical things. So think electricity, plumbing, HVAC, appliances, things like that. And then your 6-year warranty is going to be on your structure. So pretty standard for the area. No big surprises there. You definitely want to see some sort of warranty. And I've had clients buy from Highland in the past, and I can tell you that their warranty department is very nice and responsive. So that's a really good thing to have, because it is amazing when you walk into any home, regardless of who the builder is, when you start living in it, the funny things that happen. Like, I had a home where, and it was not a Highland home, just for reference, but the mantle just started falling one day, just slowly falling off the fireplace. So yeah, it's really nice when you have a home warranty or a warranty with a builder where they're responsive and will come and take care of stuff. And feedback from past clients have said that Highland definitely does that. So that is all I have for this video on Highland Homes. If you are looking at any of the builders in Creekshaw or the Royse City or Rockwall County area, please let me know. I would love to be your real estate resource of choice and help you find something that works for you. Well, that's all for this video. Be sure to watch the next one.